welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a new episode of the journal, episode 3. We finally gotten this far. Aren't we proud of us? I think we should be proud of us. We should be proud of us. Small progress is progress. Anyway, before I go any further, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I think you should catch up. There's a lot you missed, babes. A lot you missed, my love. But either way, we are here today. And as you can see by the title of the video, it is how to get over a breakup. I wanted to go with like how to heal through a breakup, but then it's like we're talking so much about healing and self-love these days. Let me let it be in basic language. You know what I mean? Let me just call it what it is. So yeah, guys, I was not so sure about doing this topic. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, you know, because it is one of those sort of serious conversations. But I was like, you know what, I want to speak about this and then I want to share. Well, right now I am currently single, so yes, I did go through a breakup, and you know, I want to talk about basically the things that helped me, because maybe the things that helped me and my thought process around things could also help you. You never know, you know, we'll just dibble and dabble. So today, Shem, Sis Judy, guys. Sis Judy. Miss Talk Too Much, you know, Miss thinks she knows it all. I'll take it, but I don't know it all. I'm a human having a human experience, and so are all of us. Humans having a human experience, you know, and I think it's very important to share our human experiences through this journey we call life. So yeah, guys, and just slowly easing into it. For me, I'd say the first step to getting over a breakup, right, would definitely be self-belief. Self-belief, and you need to be cocky about it. Very cocky about it. Believing that you'll be okay. For me, that was the most important thing. Like, I'd even get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and just lie to myself, like, I'm okay, I'll be okay. Like, I'd literally lie to myself until I woke up one morning and it wasn't the first thing I thought about, until that person wasn't the first thing I thought about in my head. And literally, you have to adjust that in your mind. You have to get it in and lock it in. I'll be okay. Even if you're not feeling okay and you're going through it and you're missing the person and memories are replaying in your mind, remind yourself of I'll be okay. Because you will be. Nothing is ever set in stone. There's no person you can't get over. There's no situation you can't get over. And especially a boy, guys. No. Oh my god, I won't be able to live without him. Oh my god, like, if he leaves me, I'll die. No. You'll carry on living just as you've been living. You'll carry on. Your life will get better. You'll meet another person who can love you 10 times more, who can love you the way you deserve and the way you want, who will be better for you. And I always say this, so never ever think you can't get over a situation. Never ever think you can't get over a person. Humans are just humans. We make them special by investing time and energy into them. They are special in their own being. But maybe in our lives, we need to take away, when we break up with them, take away what made them special to us, you know? And that's very important as well. And my second point, which I'm going to come to, there is a lyric, right, by Elevation Worship in one of their songs called The One, right? That lyric says, you made me and you like what you made. You made me and you don't make mistakes. I'm a Christian, right? And for me, when I heard those lyrics for the first time, in my head, I was just like, God, the most perfect super being, created me, liked what he created enough to let it experience Earth, to let her experience the world, not making a mistake with my identity. Not making a mistake with my personality, my mind, my being, my entire existence. Not making a tiny mistake. And he loved me. Created me and thought, you know, you're amazing. You're one of the best things I've ever created created. God looked at you, created you, molded you, spent time on you, looked at you, and he was like, my son, my daughter, I love you. The most perfect being. Like, sit with that. Jesus, the Son of God, died for you. Just sit with that. Let that simmer. Because your existence is the best thing. You are something great. God created you as something great. So by that, what I mean to say by all these things that I'm saying is that when God has created you and is seeing you as wonderful and is choosing you every single day, never ever base your existence on a mere mortal who walks the earth, who is just as flawed as you. Never ever think you're unlovable because a mere mortal didn't love you. Never think you don't deserve respect because a mere mortal decided that they're going to disrespect you. Never ever think those things. That's why I think my first 2 points are self-belief. You are something great. Let that register while you're going through a breakup. Tell yourself that. Because you are worth something. You are truly worth something. So don't go through a breakup thinking, oh, just because that person wasn't able to love me the way I needed to be loved, that shouldn't translate to I'm unlovable. Or I deserve abuse just because that person emotionally abused you. You don't deserve abuse. You don't deserve any of those things. They shouldn't be a part of your life. So generate that in your mind. You are something special and you deserve a good person by your side. And if that person wasn't good for you and you made a decision of, I deserve better, don't regret it. I can say for myself, I don't regret my last breakup. I don't regret breaking up with that person. I don't regret moving on. I do not regret anything about that. I don't regret the fact that I went through it. I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad I experienced that person. But when God made me, he didn't make a mistake. And basing your entire existence around a human being, one human being, it's just tragic. I'll call it how it is. It's tragic, guys. So I don't want you to do that. So those are the things that I would love any human going through a breakup to just first tell themselves. You are not a mistake to be on this earth. God didn't make a mistake with that relationship either, because you had to possibly go through that. You possibly had to go through that to learn a few things, but he didn't make a mistake on your journey. So embrace that part of healing where you acknowledge that you'll be okay and that you're something amazing. Acknowledge that. So quickly moving on. That was so serious. I got really preachy there for a second. Maybe the Holy Spirit was really within the realm. Yeah. So my third point is getting over a breakup is not easy. We know that. So for me, it's grieve. Grieve however you want to grieve. Go out and party, drink. I don't advise it though. I'm not judging. Put my hands up. I'm not judging. But I do not advise drinking to get over a breakup, because you numb everything and then you'll think that you've dealt with it, and then 6 months down the line it all comes tumbling back. So for me, I say grieve the best way you can. If you need to cry 7 days, 7 nights, do it. There was a moment where I was cooking in the kitchen and I literally just cried because I missed that person. I missed our relationship. I missed just so many things about us, and I cried and I never felt bad. And the thing was, I told myself I will cry no matter how many times I need to cry. I will be angry. I will be sad. No matter if I need to feel an emotion, I'll feel it. I throw myself completely in a breakup when I go through it. Completely. I allow myself to feel every emotion. So grieve any way that you can. Don't let anyone tell you that there's a right way of grieving, a wrong way of grieving. Grieve. Whatever grieving means to you, do it. Because that meant something to you. You felt emotions and love for that person. You created memories, you spent time with that person. Those things mean something. So just grieve, allow yourself to just go through it. And for me, when I was grieving, it's because I think I don't ever want to go back to that person. I don't ever want to go back to that relationship. So even when I was crying, I always used to be like, I will cry, I'll be sad about it, and I know it's okay, but I'm not going back. And I was very stubborn with that. I was like, I'm not going back. I do not care. I do not care how much I miss them, but I'm not going back to the place where God rescued me. God rescued me from the last relationship I was in, guys. I'll just say that. I thank him every single, because no, I was settling for the bare minimum. Like, I was literally settling for the bare minimum. Okay, not everything was bare minimum. I would like to say it was my favorite toxic relationship. The best toxic relationship I've ever been in. It's not like bare minimum, but I wasn't being like valued and respected, which are the two things I prioritize the most, and I don't like that. So yeah, I told myself I'm not going back. So I grieved. I used to cry, listen to sad music, listen to Miss Taylor Swift, honey, listen to worship music, and I'd want to go back into contact with them, but then I'd always remind myself of why I let that go. Because I broke up with that person. So I'd always remind myself, like, no, you deserve better than that. You deserve better than them. For yourself, you deserve better. So grieve. Whatever grieving means to you, just go through it, babe. Go through it, mates. Suck it up. Like, rather heal now than 6 months down the line. It's not worth it. I don't think it's ever worth it postponing healing. It's never worth it. I just don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it to myself. I wouldn't torture myself like that. And I think the next thing I'm going to say is grieve, but never stay too long in that place. Know when to pick yourself up. Know when to say, okay, this is enough. I've grieved enough. Now I need to get up for myself, for my new version, for this new chapter in my life, for the next person who I meet eventually. They'll want a whole person. You know, they want someone who's happy. You want someone who's happy. You know, you want a happy version of you. So don't stay too long in your grief that it becomes a home. Don't. Because you deserve so much more. And I don't want to cry, but literally, you deserve so much more. You deserve to experience the highest of highs. You know, you deserve to be able to laugh with your friends and your family without feeling like your heart is dropping every single second. So grieve, but don't stay in it, baby. Do not stay in it. And also, I think it's very nice having friends who will allow you to grieve and, you know, be sad, but also your friends having that element of tough love where they're just like, look, ngiyakuzwa Dumbo, ukhalile kodwa phela manje ngeke sikhathele. Phakama. Sukuma. You need friends who are going to be strict and be like, no, it's time to wrap this up. Time to wrap this up. Yes, you will still feel pain and you will miss them from time to time, but get up. Do it getting up. Do it falling in love with yourself. My next point is do things that you enjoy. Try out new hobbies, old hobbies, and I will say workout. Go to the gym. They don't lie about that one. I want that one. They don't lie about it. I think it just changes you mentally. Your mind, it declutters your mind. I would say working out and going to the gym definitely declutters your mind. Meditating as well, journaling, you know, spend more time with your friends, more time with your family. Invest in people who love you back, because that energy will multiply within you. So that is my advice. Like, go out, do things, try new things. Do things that you love, do things that you enjoy, that will give you a purpose, that will give you excitement, that will pour into you. As you pour out your enthusiasm in them, they'll pour in joy into you. So definitely do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Letting go of what ifs and could have beens. Look at the situation for what it is. This is what happened. This was the relationship. And because sometimes we hold on to, oh, I planned this for us. I wanted it to be like this. Let that go. You created the idea. You can let it go. You can destroy it. You can demolish it. But let go of the fantasy. Because sometimes you just got to look at things the way we don't want to look at things. Sometimes sometimes you just need to look at things for what they are. As sad as it is, that person was who they were. They are who they are. There's this thing that I heard from Steve Harvey is, that man is who he is, and he showed it to you. That woman is who they are, and they've showed it to you. Don't try and make excuses for someone, make excuses for the relationship. It was what it was. Let go of that idea, let go of the fantasy of what you wanted that relationship to become, because that's the most dangerous thing. That's what keeps us back and prevents us from healing and going forward with our lives and forgiving ourselves as well, is the idea of what we wanted something to be. Go no contact. Go no contact. I don't understand. Why are you still friends with your ex? What's there to talk about? What is there to be friends with someone who destroyed you mentally and emotionally? What are we talking about? How they destroyed you, how they made you feel small, how they didn't value you, how they didn't respect you. Is that what you're discussing? For me, being friends with your ex is pathetic. I'll say it live jive. Call me judgmental, call me whatever. I genuinely feel like it's pathetic. Because what about the next person who comes into your life? What about them? Them finding out you're still talking to Tabo. Like, come on, dog. Tabo. Namanje. You guys are broken up. What's there to talk about? Go no contact. Like, if you've just broken up with someone, go no contact. To remove them from everything. They don't need to see your life. You don't need to see their life. It's done. It's over. Pelil. Move on. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy to just say, oh, stop talking to someone. I did it. I did it. I know it's not easy, but you have to do it at some point. Why are we still talking? I'm trying to move on. You're trying to move on. You're trying to heal. You're trying to become a better person, deal with what happened. Why are we still talking? Don't allow someone to have a hold on you. You have the power to say, look, we loved each other, we shared time together, we shared memories together, but unfortunately, in this new chapter of my life, I do not need you in it. It's okay to say that. You can say that. It's your life. So go no contact. Delete everything. One thing about me, guys, the moment I do it, like, okay, we're finalizing the breakup and it's serious, I delete everything. Within that moment, I don't wait to say, because I know that for me, when it's done, it's done. I delete everything. I delete the person's number. I delete everything. If they contact me, you know what I do? I look at the message, press on it, delete it. So I don't know your number by head. I can't respond even if I wanted to. Even if I felt weak in that moment, I can't because it's gone. Hambile, Leo message. So just go no contact. It's not easy, but you need to do it for yourself, for your own healing, for your own mind. I mean, wasn't that relationship emotional abuse enough? You still want to cause more emotional abuse even after the breakup. Healing is messy. It's not perfect. It's not linear. Yes, even if maybe you guys have been broken up for 3 months and then, on the 4th month, you're not crying and you're not doing anything. 5th month, you cry about it. It's okay. You're human. You're literally human. Don't beat yourself up for those kind of things. Don't beat yourself up for going back into like thinking or feeling a certain thing. You're human. But it's important, and I'll repeat this again, don't stay in it for too long. Till it builds a home inside you, inside your mind, inside your heart, and in your body, because your body stores trauma. So don't. And my last but not least is don't allow someone to have power over you. I remember I'm a huge fan of Mrs. Lori Harvey. Guys, she said something in an interview. She was like, maintain your power. Don't give your power away to anyone. In relationships, sometimes we think we don't have choices. We think we don't have power, especially when you're being manipulated and gaslit. You think you don't have the power, but you do. God didn't create you powerless. No. God did not create you powerless. He didn't create you as something to be played with. God was very serious when creating you. Very intentional. Akadalanga ngathi uzoba yitoys. Uzoba yoyo. Kumuntu yoyo. Awusiyona yoyo. You are a human being who deserves respect, who deserves to be valued, to be seen, to be heard, to be loved. And if you're watching this, I hope in your life you prioritize love. I hope you prioritize respect over love. Respect over love all the damn time. Because respect matters most than love. But respect is what shows you that he loves you. Well, Pastor Sarah Jackson said, I feel that for somebody. I feel that for somebody in this room. I feel it. Because, like, you are a whole amazing being, you know? God created you with power. God created you with choice. Even the way that God loves us, he loves us freely with choice. So you always have a choice. Don't allow having a partner who gaslit you and manipulated you into thinking you can't leave a relationship which you know you're supposed to leave. Don't stay in something that will cripple you. Don't stay in a relationship where you know you deserve better. Because one thing I guarantee you, it does no. And I've been a victim of it too. Like, I'm not speaking because maybe, I haven't gone through it. I have. And that's why I feel like I would hate someone to go through something and not know that they have power. You have the power, you know? The moment you keep staying in a relationship that you know you're supposed to get out of, you will keep breaking yourself. And that person will keep building themselves with your broken pieces. I said what I said and I'm not taking it back. And my last point in this is you're allowed to still love the person. You're allowed to acknowledge that that person was a huge part of your life. Just because you're going through a breakup and you're healing through it doesn't mean now, like, oh my God, the person didn't exist. They were just, yes, they were part of your life and you love them. And even though you still love them going through a breakup, but knowing that I'm no longer resonating with what we had, but I still love you and I still wish the best for you. But I have to choose myself and I have to go on this journey and find and define, what it is for me. So really and honestly, guys, don't beat yourself up about caring about someone. If you still care about them, you're normal, you're human. That's the true, real essence of everything. Now I can say, for me, I'm at a place where I love myself a lot and I'm happy, and I know I don't ever want to have a relationship like my last relationship. It wasn't bad. As I said, it was my favorite toxic relationship. Like, he didn't hit me or but I do feel like he just hadn't emotionally matured for me. I love being in a relationship with someone who's emotionally intelligent, who is aware, who is honest with themselves and honest with others. I don't want to be in a relationship with a liar. And for me, that person lied a couple of times, and I don't like that. I really don't. You see, when it comes to character, I realized this after the breakup, and I'm like, damn, Gule, character means a lot to you. Like, character is everything to you. So for me, now I know that I value character. I value a person who has a good character. He did have a good heart, but just his character for me was misaligned, and he had to heal through some things. And I don't want to ever force someone into healing or going into therapy. Like, I don't want to push a person. It's good that someone finds that on their own. So for me, my last relationship, it wasn't bad, but there were just certain things that for me and the journey that I'm on and the person that I'm becoming didn't resonate with the person that I wanted to build a partnership with. We had good times with that person and stuff, and I still respect them till this day, and I still, I hope they're doing well and whatever. With that being said, guys, akekho umuntu ongakhona get over kuye emhlabeni. Nkosi yami, hayi, mere mortal bandla. I would understand if maybe you were dating a god like Aries, or something. Well, no. It's just Steve from the other world, wherever. You can get over him. Yeah, come on, Chelsea, come on now. Side eye. Don't ever want to kill yourself for a man, because the moment you want to kill yourself for a man, what's that game? It's 5 cents. It's 5 cents. throwing antics, suicide attempts, suicide threats to the boy. If the boy wants to leave, let the boy lock go down. If the hand wants to leave, let the hand go, bro. Out there with manje uzangu guys, this is like South Africa. This gender-based violence, like, it really breaks my heart, and it's one of the things where people don't have the art of letting go. The art of letting go. That yazin umuntu mengasafuna ukuba nami, alright, khona kubuhlungu kodwa yazin emhlabeni, look back at the situations, look back at the things you went through. Didn't you get over them? You did. So with that said, guys, I think this episode is way too long. Those are my pointers. Take what you take, don't take what you take. But I really hope that this maybe can help someone out there. You are much more, girl or guy. Don't allow disrespect. Alright guys, no. So yes, Chateau. We've come to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, and I'm telling you, I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for watching Sandosami. Ubuye. I will be uploading another video. Something a bit different. I want to do something a bit different. Or I have done something a bit different. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.